What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Cigars of London YouTube channel. Today we've got something quite special for you. I picked up a couple of Cubans from Havana House in Windsor the other day, and they are
the Rey Del Mundo Reina. That's the UK regional edition and came out in 2018.
And they look awesome.
Yeah, they're lovely.
7.5 inches in length with a 38 ring gauge. Does it get much more elegant?
Really elegant. I think this is my kind of cigar with the really sort of ladylike and long and elegant. Love it.
At the same time, they got a little bit of a masculine appeal to them as well. There's something about it that makes me feel a bit Winston Churchill-y. They got the little pigtail end on the end there as well. I'm not going to try and pull it off on this occasion because I do not want these to go wrong. So let's get these cut and
Thanks
toasted.
to one of our
Wes
followers, Wes, yeah.
sent us these very delightful cutters.
Yeah, they're really cool. Thank you.
So that's the first time we've used them. Work nicely, nice sharp cut.
Yeah.
But let's go for a dry draw. You know it's a Cuban, don't you? Just instantly,
I miss this.
you get a nice sweet aroma. Let's get these things toasted.
A light dusting of plume as well. Lovely cigars.
I can't wait for this. Okay. So yeah, you were just talking about the wrapper there. It's light in colour. There's quite a few veins on mine.
Yeah, mine too, right?
Not entirely seamless. Quite a rough texture. It reminds me of why I started smoking Cuban cigars in the first place.
I can't. Yeah, I find it hard to beat it with a non-Cuban, I must say.
Do you know what? When I watch a cigar review, I get really upset when people instantly start judging it and reviewing it in the first couple of millimeters. We've been having so many non-Cuban cigars, which, don't get me wrong, some are quite pleasant, others are a little bit, not too sure, but you light up a Cuban and you know what you're in for. So I paid £40 for these in the shops. I'm aware you can get them cheaper online, but that's always the case.
Yeah, they're about 35 online.
I know it's the early stages, but are you getting any flavours early on?
I'm getting a sweetness. Yeah, just a little sugary taste for me with some sort of spice.
Mine's a little woody, a little cedary. Not providing me with too much yet, but I mean, we got 7.5 inches to enjoy. Sounded a bit rude, that did, but I'm sure everyone's fully aware I'm talking about. The cigar, of course. Really nice smoke output. I'm getting a bit of like a nutty flavour.
Light smoke output. Quite light.
We often say thin.
Yeah, it stays in the air, but it's like, yeah, thin.
You don't get like bounds of smoke out of some cigars. I don't know about you, but I am getting a slight pepperiness on the back of my tongue.
A little bit of that, yeah, definitely.
It's already provided me with quite a lot, to be fair. I've already had a cedar, some woody notes, now a little bit of pepper on the back of my tongue. So
I feel like it's going to be quite a complex cigar.
Early on, I am getting a slight uneven burn. I won't touch that up. I won't touch it up yet. I'll see how it gets on. I'm really surprised at the amount of pepper that's in this cigar. It's coating the back of my tongue and the roof of my mouth on that last draw. It's giving me a little bit of everything at the moment. I'm also getting a little bit of creaminess. After the draw, you give it a few seconds and there's like a thick creamy texture that you're kind of left with.
Still got that light sugary taste and definitely some like earthy spice tones.
I'm getting a bit of sweetness on the retrohale. I'm not sure what it is, like a sugar cane almost. It's not a sweetness from a caramel. It's just like
Yeah, that's why I said sugar. It's some sort of like...
Yeah.
Mm.
A little bit
Hard to
strange.
pinpoint.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is give these cigars a few minutes. We're going to work our way down to the halfway mark, and we'll see how we're getting on. Alright, and welcome back to the second part of the video. How are you getting on with the cigar so far?
It has to be said, it's a little tight, the drawer, so I'm feeling myself really having to work it. Other than that, nice flavours, for me quite mild. It's kind of like in the background, sort of sweet notes and an aromatic kind of spice. Nothing much more has developed really flavour profile wise for me.
In terms of the draw, I have to say that's got to be down to the ring gauge.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously it's a smaller ring gauge cigar, so it's going to be tighter. But I know what you mean. I mentioned off camera, it's like you're drinking a thick milkshake, so you do
really
have
trying to get something up.
You do have to draw quite hard, and with that, the flavours on my tongue are not strong, but the strength is. It's kind of intensifying the strength for me personally. I think this is a medium to full cigar because of the ring gauge. Obviously everything is directed so heavily towards your tongue. I think that takes away from the flavours a little bit that we might experience if the ring gauge was a little bit bigger, and the smoke was able to like cover more of our mouths rather than just on our tongue. Flavours for me, I don't know. Again, they are mild flavours. Nothing is really standing out. Nothing's jumping out. I'm just getting like a woodiness, a slight earthiness to it. Pepper on the back of my tongue on the aftertaste. I did experience a little bit of like dark chocolate earlier on, but that came and went very, very quickly. Alright, well, what we'll do, we'll get down to the final third of the cigar and we'll touch base with you guys in a few minutes. Alright, and welcome back to the third and final part of the video. Still not too much to report.
It's unfortunate because when we first lit these and I was, taking my drawers and I was like, oh, do you know what? There's lots going on here. I'm getting a little bit of sort of almost everything. A little bit of cream, a little bit of spice, a little bit of sweetness, but nothing actually developed for me. And actually, I mentioned earlier that it was actually quite tight, my drawer, and that just kind of got worse and worse and worse to the point where it was like unsmokable. So I had a little play with it. Right at the top here, it was like extremely like bunched up, like really like knotty. That was it. We just kind of were working on it and chewed it a little bit and tried to break it up, and it helped somewhat, but by this point I was just getting tar. It was very hot in my mouth and it just wasn't. So unfortunate. I really need an easy draw right now, but like it's just, by this point it's kind of ruined. So
you said that you had a tight jaw. Jaw is also tight, but I had a go on yours and it is fully plugged. Like it's almost unsmokable.
Really?
A long cigar like this, we've been at these for an hour now. If you've got a plugged one of these and you're smoking it, you get down to this point and it is just like hot metal. It's really not pleasant. As for me, my jaw has been a lot looser than yours. Still relatively tight, but that's down, that is down to the size of the ring gauge of the cigar. But overall, quite bland on flavours.
Very mild.
Nothing has really jumped out at me. The strength of the cigar itself has sat at a medium. I was starting to think it was going to be medium to full, but medium cigar, very bland flavours, so I am a little bit disappointed. When we first lit these at the start, I was so excited because
like me,
we hadn't had a Cuban in so long. Well, we've been left feeling a little bit disappointed.
Yeah. Summing up, basically it's a little bit of a hot mess. Please, do let us know if you've had a good experience with these.
Yeah, for sure.
Surely haven't.
And on that note, we'll leave it there. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe on the video if you enjoyed it. And as Hazel said, let us know if you've tried one of these before, and let us know your thoughts on the cigar. We'd be really interested in hearing what you have to say. Until next time, have a great week, stay safe, and we'll see you all very soon.
Bye.